In this video, we're going to discuss our toolbar located at the top of most of our products. Let's begin with a brief overview of what's available to you. This button will maximize and minimize your sidebar. The small camera here is for adding our image boxes, adding text boxes, delete, undo, redo, copy, paste. Also useful is the magnifying glass. We can change the zoom of your item to get a better look at what you're doing. We also have this gear tool here, which adds some other elements that might be useful to most of you. We also have our finished editing, save, and cancel. Let's look at these three items briefly. Our finished editing button is where we would need to click if we were ready to move our item to our shopping cart. But we can also go to this area if we want to see what our finished product is going to look like. We see here we have available to download proofs, a PDF to look at, or generally scroll through the images. What you see here is an accurate representation of what your final product would look like. If you were happy with your product, you could click the Accept Conditions button, hit Continue, and it would take it to your shopping cart. Or you can just hit Cancel, and we'll go back to customizing our order. If we needed to stop working on our product, we could click the Saved button, and that would move it to our Save for Later cart, where we could come back and work on that item later. You can visit our frequently asked questions section to look at videos on how to use the Save for Later area. If you hit the Cancel button, you will kill that product. So unless you have saved it once, that product you'll have to start completely over with. So be cautious about hitting this button unless you are ready to absolutely get rid of the product or you have saved that product so you can come back to it later. Now let's look at a few of the other helpful tools up here. The Add Image box is where we want to upload the images that we've either uploaded ourselves from our computer and My Images, Asset Images, where the extension logos or other program logos that we have provided to you, or you're using Pixabay for an image that you want to bring in. So we click the button to add an image, then we can select the item that we want to add. It will bring up our cropping tool where we can either select the whole item or just part of it. We can also rotate that item. We can cancel if we want to use something else, or we can hit the Finish Cropping tool and bring that item in for use. At this point, you can see that we can expand or minimize that object to fit whatever we're working with in our product. If we weren't unhappy with it, you can see that we can delete that product, that item, or we can undo and bring it back, or redo the deletion. Perhaps we've done something where we've added in, say like this photo of sunflowers, and we want to use it more than once in our product. We can copy and then hit paste, and now you see we have another item that we can bring in and move around and place wherever we like. Here is our Add a Text box. This can be useful for adding headers or small paragraphs on an item. Note that our text boxes are not dynamic. That is to say, everything inside of that text box uses the same area. So let's click and zoom in on this. So we're going to click our zoom tool and we're going to do a fit to width. And you can see now we've zoomed in a great deal so we can see much closer on our product. So we're going to type in some text. Okay, well, let's say we wanted to just underline this one part. If we go down here to our text tools and we click underline, you see that all the items in that text box have become underlined. The same with bold, italic, font size, or whatever. So be aware that this is a dynamic text boxes and probably only useful to you for building small items to add in, but not for large paragraphs where you have multiple features that you need to use. Please visit our frequently asked questions area for other helpful videos and useful tools. Or if you have an additional question that was not covered, you can reach in the Contact Us button and reach out to us with that question. Thank you very much.